Well, good evening, race fans, and welcome to Davey's American Racing. Coming to you live from Fallon, Nevada. Right now, it's Fallon, the Smoky Town, Nevada. It's not a laughing matter. Hi, Zoe. How you doing, sweetie? It's not a laughing matter. We're getting a lot of smoke from California and now Nevada. The fire that went into South Lake Tahoe, everybody was evacuated. 20,000 plus people yesterday. It was a big mess there on the freeways, the 50s, and whatever way they could get in or out. It was completely a big mess, but they got everybody out. Now, that same fire that they were worried about getting into there on the south end of Tahoe came around, got on the line, and it jumped another highway and part of a mountain area, which landed in Nevada now. So we're getting a lot of that smoke now from Nevada and California. But we just got the smoke, the ashes, and the smell. That's not bad. To us, that's just getting our throats a little upset and our eyes irritated me with some headaches and leading to some migraines from. But let's pray for all the people that are involved in the fire, all the firefighters, all the firewomen, you name it, all the volunteers. Anybody is helping to fight these fires in California, now Nevada, our prayers and thought goes to all of you. Even here in Nevada, Reno area, there's a lot of posts on Facebook about the fires. They are putting out Facebook. Their homes are open to people who need shelter for the night. Some are opening up their fifth wheels to have them stay in their fifth wheels, their campers, and a lot of the ranchers around here with their horse trailers. They're ready to go. They want to pick up the horses, get them all out of there. Any type of livestock, they're ready to go, especially here in Fallon. It's been on Facebook quite a few times now. So my big shout out to all the people here in Fallon and the Reno area. And I suppose down by, it just went blank. But I'll get it, but that's okay. But again, our prayers and thoughts go to all you people there. And like I say, all we have is the smoke and the ashes. Looks like it's been snowing. Hi, Susan. How you doing, sweetie? I haven't heard or talked to you for a while. One of my fishing partners every now and then. We're going to try it again next year, Susan. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go fishing this year, but I'll get back to that in a second. But all we have, it looks like it snowed here in Fallon a couple of days with all the ashes around here. So, hey, when I was live there checking the other things out, did you guys hear the music? Say yes or no? I'm trying something else new here before I come on for about a minute or two. That way people can catch up and come on to the program here. But it's been a great weekend of racing. Nevada, we had a good time there at Winnemucca Regional Raceway. Friday and Saturday night races. I'll get all to that in a second. I got it right in front of me here. Plus the tracks from California. Quite a few tracks ran this weekend. Some are not able to run. Susanville, California, Diamond Mountain Speedway. Quincy, California, the racetrack there, and Placerville Speedway are not running, and we're not sure when they're going to be back in. Reason because all three of those tracks are campsites for all the firefighters or whoever's involved. They are using the tracks to put up all the people that are helping out with the fires. So I imagine now some of the towns in the Nevada area are probably going to have to open up some areas to bring the fire crews into that as well. But hey, Dan McGee, let's see. Hi, Davey. Hope you mentioned. Yeah, I'm going to get to that. I got it all written down, Dan. Got it all written down. Thanks for the heads up on that too. I probably would have never watched or found it until later on this evening when I did make sure I covered everything that I possibly could here on the program. But again, thanks, Dan. So I imagine, like I said, they're going to probably open it up. Back to you, Susan. It's good to see you on here. Maybe puddle stomping. Yeah, we could do that at Lahontan, little puddle stomping, but it is accessible, whatever water's left in there, to drive up to some of the areas and just throw a pole in. I can't put the boat in, but next year, Susan, hope you're feeling better. And we definitely got to go fishing again next year. Okay, who else on? Right, Crystal Foley. How you doing, my buddy? Long time buddy. Craig Noah, how you doing? Good to see you all on here. And if you guys are just now tuning in, hopefully, should be, or you're on the list already on Davey's American Racing. If you're not, it'll come up a little sign that says Davey's coming live. Davey's American Racing. Right at the bottom, it'll say StreamYard.com/Facebook in blue. Click that on, and your name will come up on the message board here. David Stepitsky, how are you? Okay. Hey, Davey. Cheer you up listening to you out at Madera Speedway. All right, David, good. What's happening out there? Tell you what, I miss that place, David. I really do. I'm going to try to go to hopefully I can get away for that $10,000 win race. I want to make sure I get that in. If I can, I hate to say the word clear my schedule for racing, but I got to do those first. John R. Guzman. What are you doing in San Leandro, John? 238 parking lot. Are you stuck there, John? But again, David, I'm going to try to make it out there, hopefully, or sometime next year. It's been about 3 years since I've been out there, or haven't been out there for a race. So, and it's almost, believe it or not, David, almost 8 years that I've been here in Fallon, Nevada now. It's a quick 8 years, let me tell you. But yeah, lots coming up. Again, Susan, we're going to get together. In fact, you should give me a call over the weekend, Susan. That way, Susan, so I can see how you're doing after all the problems you had during the summer here. Okay, anybody else on here before we continue? No, we'll wait a few more minutes because there's other people. When I find out a lot of people still eating dinner, getting car ready for Boone Nationals. All right, Greg. Hey, I'm not sure, Greg, if they posted a card for you, with all your hometown and all that IMCA is putting out. If you've got one, send it to my Facebook page, and I'll put it back up here on Davey's American Racing page. That way, I can go out to everybody so they can say, yeah, Greg is going there. Yeah, and that's coming up. When are you leaving? I got a lot of friends that are going to be leaving Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. They are leaving. All right, David, take care. And like I said, I'll see you down the road, buddy. Say hi to everybody there at Madera Speedway, too. Yeah, that way I can post it. They can cheer you on. All right. I've got quite a few people here. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on it because my voice is raspy, as you can tell. So, all right, Greg. Take care. All right. Actually, that's vodka. No, not really. Let's go to national stuff, which NHRA did not run over the weekend. So we're going to skip them. But I do have the World of Outlaws here that I did get to cover. Let me see. That's Antioch. Well, you know what? That's 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry. Here, let's do it this way. Okay, World of Outlaws. Let me bring this up just a little. All right, they had 2 days of racing over the weekend, the 27th and the 28th. So we'll get into that right now. As soon as it pops up on the screen here. Come on. This brand new computer is taking this. Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. Let me make the screen a little bit bigger. All right, the World of Outlaws ran on the 27th at I-80 Speedway in Greenwood, Nebraska. Danny Schultz picking up the big win there. Sheldon Hottenchild second. Third was Carson Macedo. Fourth, James McFadden. And then David Gravel finishing fifth. Plus, David was fast qualifier that night as well. Then they did not run on the 28th. They ran on the 29th, which was a Sunday night. Yeah, Sunday night at Black Hills Speedway in Rapid City, South Dakota. They're going to start making their way to California, which is the good thing. Okay, here, hang on here. Let me do this. There we go. Okay, gotta love computers. Gotta love computers. All right, so Sunday night at Black Hills Speedway, 25 laps. They ran 30 at I-80. This one was 25 lap shootout. Sheldon Hotchild picking up the main event. Donnie Schatz, second and quick qualifier that night. Third was David Gravel. David finished fifth the night before. Then Logan Shirthart was fourth, and Brad Sweet was fifth. Brad Sweet has been falling down. I think he's having a little bit of problems there, but it's good to see him back on the top five there. And that will do it for the World of Outlaws. Like I said, NHRA did not run this weekend. So who else we got there? Okay. Since we can go there, let's just go to one of my tracks I do race or announce out here in Fallon, Nevada, which is Top Gun Drag Strip. We got one more race coming up, which is in September. It'll be the 17th, 18th, and 19th of September. Of course, Friday, September 17th, will be our last $5 grudge night. And for you first-timers don't know what that is, what that means, spectators can get in for $5. But if you want to spend an extra $15 to make it $20, you can grudge race all night long. Make as many runs as you possibly can from 6 o'clock to 11:59 p.m. But again, that's on Friday, September the 17th. Plus that weekend, that's a good weekend because I started announcing there last year with a half a season at Top Gun Drag Strip. And they have a series that comes in, and it's called Mopar versus the World Weekend. That's right, Mopar versus the World. What it is, got a bunch of guys that run in the Mopars in the 10s, 11, 12s, under that sometimes 9s, whatever they run, they're going to take on all competition, Chevys, Ford, you name it. Brand it out, and they're going to run against you. And it's a good paying weekend for these guys, too. Again, Mopar versus the World. That'll be night number one on our Friday night show. Again, that's starting at 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. All right. Hang on here for a second. Okay. Got a message coming in. I definitely have to take it on later on. But again, we'll come back Saturday morning at 9 a.m. for round number 9 of our Summit ET and Junior Drag Race with our NHRA TV Challenge Top Gunner Shootout, along with Mopar versus the World on Saturday. And it all starts at 9 a.m. And that's one of those days we'll probably won't get done to about 6 or 7 p.m. So it's an all-day announcing for me. Then again, like I said, it's at 9 a.m. Come back on Sunday morning, again at 9 a.m. For round number 10 with our Summit ET and Junior Drags. And that will complete our Summit Racing Series on Sunday. And we will crown the champions that afternoon as well, or celebrate with them. And we'll give them all their hardware at an event coming up later on. We're not sure what month we're going to do it in again this year. But we had a great one last year. Of course, we couldn't do it at the normal place we usually had it because of the virus, but we held it at the track, and it turned out pretty good at the racetrack. In fact, we had more people there than we normally would have 2 years ago when we had it. And then later on that afternoon as well, King of the Track for 2021. Anybody wants to sign up, they can sign up. And again, we'll run you off your ETs to get you qualified into this. And then the last two on the championship will crown King of the Track for 2021. And again, our final day with Mopar versus the World, Saturday and Sunday. If we can sneak you in, there is also a TNT test and tune day as well. Again, Saturday and Sunday, all that starts at 9 a.m. And then on Friday night, we're going to start at 6 p.m. All right, let's see who's on. So I can take a quick break. Robert Conley, how you doing, buddy? boss. Cody Blevins on there. How you doing, sir? Kurt Douglas Goddard. How you doing? Good to have you guys on here. Hang on. I'll be back to some of you guys there. All right. So that'll do it for Top Gun Drag Strip. Let's see if I didn't miss anything. All right. Rattlesnake Raceway ran in August 13 and 14. So our month is down. We're now in one more day in September. So Rattlesnake Raceway will be back on September the 24th and the 25th, of Friday and Saturday night show. And then their final weekend, October 9th and the 10th, Saturday and a Sunday, it'll be their Dirt Track Championship weekend. You get quite a few cars for that one there again. For their Dirt Track Championship, October 9th and 10th. But they got one more before that, September the 24th and the 25th there at Rattlesnake Raceway. And I'll get to Lovelock Raceway here in a second with that too. I just want to jump over to California right now at Silver Dollar Speedway there in Chico, California this weekend. I wanted to go, but if I was to drive over there, I would have to fight the fire and the smoke going into there. So I'm not going to go. But at Silver Dollar Speedway this weekend, September the 4th and 5th, it's the 13th annual Louis Vermeil Classic. USAC and NARC cars will both be there. USAC, United States Auto Club, and NARC, Northern Auto Racing Club, is going to be there. Big weekend against 13th Louis Vermeil Classic there at Silver Dollar Speedway, again, September the 4th and 5th. For tickets, you can buy tickets, go to their website, go to silverdollarspeedway.com. That'll be the main page, and there's off to the right there. You can click to buy tickets there. You can buy them all day long or all weekend long, too. And then they'll come back on they got it down to the 67 Gold Cup last month. I don't know if they ran that or not. I can't remember if they did or not. It might have got canceled. But the World of Outlaws, I told they were making their way to California. They'll be there October the 11th. The World of Outlaws. Again, you'll be able to go online and buy tickets there at Silver Dollar Speedway. Plus, I'll be covering the other tracks that the World of Outlaws will be stopping out in California. Someday they'll come back to Nevada down south there, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. That's the only track that can handle that big of a car turnout plus race fans. That's the big thing. Let's see. Cody Blevins doing wonderful. Hoping to have my car ready for the next Rattlesnake race. Well, Cody, hope you do and get it ready, buddy. Let me know what's left on it, and maybe we can post it up. And if you need some help, we'll get you some help. All right. Let's go back into my log. Let's go to since we're in California, Silver Dollar. Let's go to Antioch Speedway. Okay, let's get that a little bigger. Okay, they ran Saturday night. They had the IMCA Modifies low car count for them there that night. They only had 7 of them. But Buddy Kniss picking up the main event. Jim Pettit the second was in second. Plus. It's good to see this next to his name again. He was the 2021 track champion in the IMCA Modifies. So he's got another one to put to his resume, and his resume from the floor probably goes up this high with NASCAR and whatever else racing association he has raced with for so many years. Hell of a nice guy. One hell of a drive. That's all I can say right now. And Aaron Carwell finished third. Chase All was fourth. And Terry DiCarlo Sr. was fifth. Again, that's with the IMCA Modifies. Now they also had the IMCA Sport Mods. They had 17 cars there. Todd Gomez picking up the main event. Fred Ryland second. Casey Keller was third. Kevin Brown was fourth, and Chuck Golden was fifth. Dwarf cars were there as well. It's all right for a car count for them. They had 8 of them, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. So I get some other tracks, and I'll show you why. Ely Russell picked it up, the main event. Devin Kahneman, and I probably pronounced that one wrong. I have to look at it again and try to pronounce it again. Was second. Chase Russell was third. Danny Wagner was fourth. And Kevin Margilio was fifth. All right, IMCA stocks. They had 12 cars there. That's what every track's been averaging, or a little bit more. Was a couple of weeks ago. One of the tracks had almost 17 of them there. Rob Gallagher picked up a main event. Joe Gallagher going to keep it in the family, finishing second. Travis Dortray was third. Fred Ryland fourth, and then Jason Robles was fifth. And again, that was for Antioch. All right, let's go over to Bakersfield Speedway. All right, there it goes. I got to make it a little bit bigger too. All right, give me a couple seconds here. All right, IMCA Modifieds with a good car count. They had 20 modifieds there for their main event. Cody Laney picking up the main event. Oh, longtime friend here. Andy Orbitello was second. Ethan Dodson was third. He's headed for Boone's. Logan Drake was fourth, and Austin Kiefer was fifth. He's also headed for Boone. All right, Sport Mods, 22 Sport Mods there on Saturday night again at Bakersfield Speedway. None other than Nick Spain Howard picking up the main event. Jason Nation, that's a heck of a name to have for racing. Finished second. Tyler Bannister was third. Billy Simpkins back in the racing again was fourth. And then Gary Dutton. It's always good to have Gary's name up there. You don't see that too often, but he's back up there. That's good. All right, American Stocks, 18 cars. Pretty good car count there. Pits were pretty full there at Bakersfield with all these cars there. Dakota Brown picking up the main event. Kobe Ward was second. Mark McCallison was third. Matt Crawford was fourth. And Cody Sly was fifth. I like that. Sly out there now, Sly. Hobby Stocks, they also had 18 cars. Who else? Ricky Childress Jr. picking up the main event. Stephen Johnson, second. Third was Jimmy Urin. Fourth, Don Mead. And Tina Johnson was fifth. Again, if you go back to your own tracks, you can pick up the complete lineup on their finishes. All right. And that concludes it for Bakersfield. Well, let's go to Petaluma Speedway. They ran on Sunday night. Move it over. Here we go. Okay. Petaluma Speedway. Oh, come on. Get out of there. Commercial coming up. I'll let that happen. Get out of here. And whose picture's on there? Biden. What the heck is going on here? Okay. Now I got to get... Here we go. Sunday night races. They had 24 Redwood Dwarf cars there tonight. That's why some of the other tracks had a low car count. They had 24 cars there with the Dwarf cars there on Sunday night. Mark Hansen, main event winner. Carol Mendenhall was second. George Myers was third. John Gomes was fourth. And Zach Albers was fifth. They also had King of the West 410 sprint cars. I got 419 sprint cars. It's supposed to be 410 sprint cars. And they had 18 of them. Joe Myers was a quick qualifier that night. Boy, that kid has come a long, long ways. See, Justin Sanders picking up the main event. And if you haven't noticed whose car Justin has been driving lately, yes, the white 57 car of Young Money's car. How he got that right, I don't know until he comes back. Kobe Copeland was second. Dominic Salzi was third. Shane Golobeck fourth. And you all know this guy, Rico Abreu, finished fifth on Sunday there at Petaluma Speedway. And they had super stocks that night as well. They had 11 of them. From Kalinga. I think he's still in Kalinga. He might have moved. I'm not sure. I'll say as Kalinga for right now. Rich Denman, my good buddy down there. I know his wife was with him, cheering him on. Maybe the dog too down there. Picking up the main event with the super stocks. Matt Higman was second. Matt Weil was third. And Sean McCoy was fourth. I'll tell you what, Sean, I don't think that guy's ever going to quit racing. Randy Miramontes was fifth. And again, that is all from Petaluma Speedway on Sunday night. And then, I don't like doing it this way. I'm going to go back to printing the paperwork out. A lot easier. All right, let's go to Stockton Dirt Track there in Stockton, California. They had a lot of cars there. They also had the King of the West. on Saturday, plus the 360 sprint cars were there. I started out with the 360s. They had 13 360 sprint cars, again, all with wings, both those divisions. Shane Golovic picking up the main event. Dominic Salzi was second. Michael Samento was third, and Caleb Henry fourth, and Keith Day was fifth. Fast qualifier was Ben Weiss. Now they had dwarf cars. No other reason some of these other tracks had a low car on their dwarf cars. They had 23 of them there with their dwarf cars. Ryan Winter picking up the main event. Brad and Shaw was second. Tommy Velasquez was third. Mike Burnett was fourth. And Nick Velasquez was fifth. All right, let's jump over to the King of the West Sprint Car Series, the 410s. They had 23 that night. Dominic Salzi picking up the main event, followed by DJ Neto. Tanner Cedric was third. Rico Abreu was fourth. Fifth was Shane Golovic. Fast qualifier was Joe Myers Jr. So a great weekend at Stockton Dirt Track. And again, the future of dirt racing there at Stockton still up in the air. I hope they have a track for next year and years to come. All right. We covered the wool. We got Petaluma. Let's go. We're still in California. Let's go to the asphalt with Madera Speedway. They ran Saturday night, and I hope a lot of you caught this live on their Facebook page. And they'll go live when they're not running the big show. These are all the club shows or races that they have there at Madera Speedway. So the hobby stocks, they only had 5. That's what they've been averaging all year long. But good buddy Donnie Lard Jr. picking up the main event. Manny Gonzalez Jr. was second. Nick Roll was third. Harley Kenley was fourth. Andrew Reese was fifth. But there are many stocks. They had 18 of them. And I think I should have got this down. They ran 100 lappers. They split it in half. But Terry Armstrong Jr. was the winner. Fred Vigo was second. Carl Smith was third. Andrew Crenshaw fourth. And Brian Sigden was fifth. All right, the MSTs, Mini Super Toyotas, with 8 of them there. Ryan Reynolds picking up the main event. Patrick Geyer, my good buddy over there. Chris Earls was third. Nick Thompson, fourth. And Sean Reynolds was fifth. And that does it for the asphalt. And that does it for the dirt track and asphalt in California. All right, got a quick announcement from Lovelock Speedway. Lovelock Speedway Silver State Racing, I should say. The new name to it. They added on. I'm going to make this a little bigger. There's no racing, but there is something I want to read out here. Put this on there. They opened the track about 2 months ago. They've been doing pretty good, but track needs a lot of help. They're trying to get a lot of things back up to par at the racetrack. Of course, they have new promoters out there. And they're going to be there this Saturday starting at 10 a.m. They are going to bring a lot of red clay in, so they're going to need some help there. And they're going to be painting the walls as well and the bleachers. And a big shout out to Sherman Williams there in Fernley for donating enough paint to do the walls and the bleachers. So want to thank them. And John La Carmera is donating all the red clay for the track. Sorry, John, if I mispronounced it. It's the first time I've seen it or tried to pronounce it. As I have said in the past, this is coming from the promoter. Now, as I've said in the past, the track is a nonprofit, and we thank everyone that has put some effort to keep it going. If you have some time to help us, please come out this Saturday at 10 p.m. That'll be Saturday the 10th. And I'm not sure about the 11th. They may be there Sunday too, but they'll be there on Saturday for sure. All right. That takes care of the Lovelock Speedway Silver State Race. Now also announced there too as well. The other track here in Nevada, I announced, is the Winnemucca Regional Raceway. We had 2 days of racing, Friday and Saturday over the weekend. Good car count turnout, especially for one division. I didn't even know they were coming until they got there. All right, from Winnemucca Regional Raceway, the Friday night show, we had 14 IMCA modifieds. Sean LaRock picked up the main event. Alex Child was second. Alex currently leading the state of Nevada in that point championship race. Katie Sample, I got to stop and talk about this young lady. Of course, you know who her older brother is, Corey Sample, out of Winnemucca. They're both out of Winnemucca. It's her rookie year, so Corey's been working with her. Well, her dad's been working with her. But on Saturday night, and prior to that, I noticed how comfortable she was getting in that race car, being a rookie. But now she is, what's the word? Well, there's a word I was going to use on, but I forgot what it was, a big word. And she's feeling, let's put it real comfortable in the car now. She still can't say that word. I'll get it in a little bit. But she finished third. And in the state of California, she's fourth in points for that championship battle. Zach Ko right here out of Fallon showed up. He finished fourth. And Tyler Patsky up there in Susanville, California was fifth. Showed up as well. Quite a few Susanville cars came out. And we had some guys from Oregon. Martian Trucking Racing Team was there. It was a big surprise to see them there as well. What a bunch of great guys. I'm going to do a little bragging about them. I met them about 4 or 5 years ago at Rattlesnake Raceway on their track championship weekend. Went out, got their information, introduced myself. We're pretty good friends ever since then. But this is what they do when they do travel. Let's put that first weekend, I think it was like $3,000 they had made over the weekend there for that dirt track championship. What they like to do to all the racetracks, they don't run for points no matter where they go. They just want a race. And they do a lot of traveling too. But what they'll do, like that $3,000, they'll turn right around and give it right back to the track. That is awesome. But again, they were there this weekend, Friday and Saturday. All right, hobby stocks. We had 12 hobby stocks. Casey Kubicek picking up the main event. Dan Diaz second. Brad Schmidt was third. I think Brad is leading the Nevada State Championship right now as well. Marie Curtis is up there. She finished fourth. She's also up there in the state running for the just a track championship. That's right. Just a track championship. And then fifth was Ryan Greenberg. Pro stocks, we had 7 of those. Jacob Fraser, Walter Fraser, Ray Eder, Chad Fraser, and Alexis Robinson, top 5. Fraser, and Fraser show. Fathers and sons racing together. That's awesome. Dwarf, we only had 3 cars there. Destiny Villanueva was first. Courtney Duncan second, and Franklin Smith was third. I'm sorry. We had 5 mini mods. Bob Gardner, Michael Boyd finishing second, and Shaylee Robinson third. Eric Nielsen was fourth, and Matt Vinson was fifth. All right, this is another division. I had no idea they were coming. I was not prepared for this. I would have done some more prep work for it, but a lot of you know up there in Susanville, Diamond Mountains is not racing because of the fires. So what a lot of their hobby stocks or stock cars came out, we had 14 of them. Plus some of our guys joined up with it too, but that is a good car count. They don't run restrictors. We run restrictors on that same division, but we allowed them to come in, and they brought quite a few cars. We had, like I said, the main event total of 14 of them. Of course, the Nevada driver picking up the main event, Royce Guess. And then Jesse Gonzalez came out to race too. It was good to see him out there. I haven't seen him for about 4 months. I walked up, what the hell are you doing out here? He goes, I'm just a spectator. And I should have put 2 and 2 together when the number 45, the only Ford Mustang in the face field, was there that night. And Jesse was behind the wheel of that 45 car. So he finished second. Casey Kubicek was third. Jeff Oshefka was fourth. And Jesse Yankee was fifth. Jesse Yankee was one of the guys from Oregon. There was 3 of them racing that weekend. Of course, you all know Jeff Oshefka, the promoter, up at Diamond Mountain Speedway there in Susanville, California. Doing a great job up there. Took it over about 2 years ago. His car counts are outrageous. He's getting the car counts out of all of California right now, just about in with the IMCA modifieds, sport mods again with their stock cars and whatever else they've been running up there. Doing a great job up there, Jeff Oshefka. All right. We had 4 IMC Sport Compacts. Kayla Curtis picking up the main event. Thomas Chavez was second. Alicio Burnett was third. And Josie Kinney was fourth. All right, let's go to our Saturday night program with the opening of the IMCA Modifieds. The winner, I was talking to him during the driver's meeting. I was sitting on one of the quads, just goofing around, getting all tucked in like I used to do in the half miles and the miles on flat track and stuff like that. And he goes, "Did you race?" I go, "Yeah, back in the 70s. Well, yeah, I might have raced with my dad." So we got to talking about that, and I probably did race because he was a lot of the racetrack I was racing at too. Of course, Derek Young picking up the main event on Saturday night. Katie Sampo, she finished third on Friday night, finishing second on Saturday night. I think we had 14 or 15 cars as well on Saturday night with the IMCA Modifieds. Cole Jones was third. Cole's been running second in points in the state of California, or Nevada, I'm sorry. And then Royce gets in fourth. Let's move over to the hobby stocks. Brad Schmidt picking up the main event. Friday night, he finished third. Then Dan Diaz, second, 2 seconds in a row. And lo and behold, Dwayne Inlow showed up, did a great job, finishing third. Angela Diaz was fourth, and Crystal Cotney was fifth. With our pure stocks on our Saturday night, Fraser, you go getting those. Jacob Fraser, so Jacob picking up 2 main events over the weekend. Walter Fraser, 2 seconds. Then it was Ray Blankenship who took his car out there and put it with the pro stocks. And Emilio Mello was fourth, and Alicio Burnett was fifth. Dwarf cars, again, only 3, Franklin Smith, Destiny Villanueva, and Courtney Duncan. Our mod minis, Bob Gardner picking up 2 main events. Second one, Alicia Durant. Third, Shaylee Robinson, and then Michael Boyd. Susanville stock car class, same amount of cars. Roy Sketz, 2 main events over the weekend. Randy Boyd, second. Jesse Yankee, Jimmy Ray Hoffman, and then Jeff Oshefka in our IMC Sport Comps. Colton Blankenship, Thomas Chavez, Alicio Burnett, and Josie Kennedy, and then Kayla Curtis. And that was the show from Winnemucca Regional Raceway over the weekend. It was a good car count. When I left Fallon, it was hot. So I just took a pair of shorts, 2 pairs of shorts, my sandals, and I brought my desert boots just in case I wanted to put them on, but didn't have to. Got cold Saturday or Friday night. Not too cold, but it was cold enough for me to go buy a new pair of pants from the boot barn on Saturday afternoon. So I put those on the Saturday night. Okay, hang on here. Let's see who else jumped on here. Anna says on here. How you doing, Chris? It's not the same 57. Oh, well. Sorry, Chris. Mark Gardner. What's up, buddy? Hope to see you soon. Yeah, same here. So I'm back. Where'd you go? Dan McGee. That's why old folks use small words. Yeah. If I go into printing and use number 10, I got to go to 12. So I can make sure I read it a lot better. Even on my computer, I got it set at 14 for the print for all the drivers, all their information in there. But that about does it for the racing here in Northern Nevada and in California, excuse me. And again, just like to mention real quick, Susanville, Quincy, California, and Placerville, California, no racing because of what's going on with the fires down there. And again, our thoughts and our prayers to everybody that's involved fighting these fires and all the volunteers and people who are opening up their homes or ranches, you name it, to take in people to keep them on their feet. I use 18 when writing. Hello, I got that, Dan. I'm not quite there yet. Like I said, I'm at 14 on my information sheet on the computer there. But again, if you're going to go to any racetrack, make sure you check their information or go to their webpage and check the info to find out what's happening there and what time to start, races to start, and their prices to get in. And real quick again, Silver Dollar Speedway, Chico, California. September 4th and the 5th is the 13th annual Louis Vermeil Classic. I know the grandstands are going to be packed. They're going to have a lot of race cars there. Again, you can go online right now and buy your tickets and reserve them for the night you're going to show up Friday or Saturday or both nights. So again, make sure you get on their website. Again, it's just silverdollarspeedway.com, silverdollarspeedway.com. And You can buy your tickets there. Again, that's this weekend, September 4th and 5th, for the 13th annual Louis Vermeil Classic. All right, Chris. Levi got his first win. All right. At Cleveland Cycleland Speedway. Box stop. Well, that's great. Chris, tell him congratulations. Oh, that's awesome. Maybe we got to get him on here so we can talk about that. Sam Miller, you're welcome. And says, thank you for the show. I wish I had more. I wish I had guests on here, but I'm still trying to get Jesse Love. This kid is busy. That's all I'm going to say about Jesse Love. I'm going to try really hard to get him on next week's show there. Or maybe towards the end when he starts slowing down from racing. He started out at Madeira Speedway as a youngster, and I forgot how old he was when I met him out there. And you could see it in his eyes. He wanted to race. And afterwards, he would go chase around kids in the pit after the races, just like a young kid would do anywhere. But right now, he's all over the country, running with NASCAR, ARCA, you name it. There's about 3 or 4 teams that signed him up to race with their teams. So he's doing really good on not just the dirt tracks, but asphalt, road racing as well. So definitely try to get that kid on here. He's really, really, really talented driver. Probably like Jeff Gordon, Smoke, talented, whatever car they can jump in. He is a winner, and he has proven it too. But again, I'm still going to try to get him on. Again, check with your local racetrack. And again, Top Gun drag step. We will not, whoops, wrong mouse. Well, it's in September. I'll be saying it too. 17th, 18th, and 19th. There we go. And then for Winnemucca Raceway, we'll be back racing on September the 17th and the 18th. They're at Winnemucca, Nevada, Winnemucca Regional Raceway. So that about does it. And let's go one more time for Rattlesnake Raceway right here in Fallon. Their next race, September the 24th and the 25th, Friday and Saturday show. And their final show, October the 9th and 10th, will be a Saturday and Sunday. It'll be the Dirt Track Championship weekend there at Rattlesnake Raceway right here in Fallon, Nevada. Then again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Let's see, I went a little bit longer than I thought. Real quick, if you were here at the beginning of the show, or you know what? I got a few seconds for you, a couple more minutes, and we'll do this right now. Let me know if you can hear this music, because I'm trying something new before I come on for about a minute or two. Let people come on before I actually start talking. So let me know. Pump up music. Let me know if you can hear this. Anybody that's on there right now. Give it a couple more minutes here. All right, Dan. So it's coming in pretty good, Dan? Good. At least we can hear it. Oh, good. Thank you, Sam. Yeah, something new I'm going to try to do. Like I said, at 6 o'clock or at 5:59, turn that music on and go live for a couple minutes and wait for others to come on there. All right. I want to thank everybody. I've been down. Oh, sorry, Chris. Message me. Let me know what's happening. Thank you all for Dan. One more. Yeah, not loud, but good enough for background. That's good. Loud and clear. Good show, Davey. Have a great night, buddy. Thank you, Ron. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in, especially on the comment section there. I'm sure there's more comments I'm not coming up with. Usually if I go to either on my page or my Davey's American Racing, it comes up with more comments that are on here during the show. So again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And again, be safe this weekend. Stay away from Tahoe area or the northern Nevada area because of the fires. It is kind of sad, though. With all these fires and everything going on, I can't go fishing for a while. Of course, you know, a lot of you, I've mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, the lake here in Lahontan here in Fallon, they've been draining it out. It's down to about 4,000 acres. and that's very, very low. They want to just make sure they have enough to keep the fish alive. And even at that low of acreage in the water, the oxygen does leave the water. So hopefully it doesn't kill a lot of the fish they've put out there ever since they reopened, what, about 4, 5 years ago when we had this great winter, rains, snow, you name it, actually filled that lake back up. So hopefully we'll have a good winter and that lake will get filled back, or at least 3/4 of it filled back up like they did this year with it. But again, and then there's a lake, Topaz. I can't remember anyhow. Just a little ways south of Gardnerville. There's a lake there. I'd like to go over there, but again, it's going to be full of smoke, especially now the smoke is in Nevada. And then the one in the two lakes there in California, Davis Lake and Frenchman's Lake. I like going there fishing too, but can't get into it because of the fires going on up there too as well. And then the smoke itself, I wouldn't be able to take it all. So it looks like I won't be doing no fishing until next year. Or hopefully maybe I get some winter fishing in. Okay, Zoe, but again, I hope to get some winter fishing. Got one more from Zoe. I'm good. And I had the blast at the races last Thursday. Met Rico. All right. That's good, Zoe. I saw your photo with Rico. That's pretty good. But yeah, I won't be able to go fishing until hopefully next year. Well, not hopefully, but from the sounds of it, next year. Plus the one right outside Gardnerville will be closing October 1st. So maybe I can make my way over there, and they'll reopen on January 1st. Gives them time to go stock the lake out there at that lake too, and have the fish settle down from everybody going out there and fishing it. So, and they do notice it. They know when the pressure's on the fish. They're not dumb. They got little brains, but they're not dumb. They know what to do. Now, part is to catch them. Somebody, I probably said this, I don't know how many times. I got asked again last week how many fishing poles I had. When I got here to Nevada, I had 35 fishing poles. The reason why, I used to do a lot of bass tournaments in California, and I did use them all. Not all at the same time, but on the boat, I probably had 6 on this side and 6 on the other side, ready to go, whatever I needed. Bait casts, worms, jigs, finesse worm, whatever. They were ready to go. That's why I had so many of them. Now I just counted them tonight. I'm down to about 18 of them. And I think I'm going to keep it at 18. So I did get rid of a lot of them, but I don't tournament fish anymore, so I don't need that many. But am I still buying lures? Yes, I am. I just received 2 more in the mail that I had sent off for some good stuff to be using for next year. All right. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We'll see you next Tuesday at 6 p.m. right here on Davey's All American Racing. Oh, before we leave, I should have done this in the beginning, but I'm really, really sad that I didn't. I want to take a whole bunch of Susan, maybe. Oh, that's right. We got you. I thought it was a different Susan. But if we can, I want to take about 20 seconds, a moment of silence on here for the Marines and the Navy personnel and the wounded ones that were killed on Thursday. And as far as I'm concerned, it should have never happened. It had never happened. So at this time, let's take a few minutes before we close it down and pray for I know their souls are in heaven. Also pray for their families, the wives, the brothers, the sisters that they left behind. Thank you for doing that again. Please, again, with prayers when you go to bed tonight or when you find time, pray for them all. Pray for the Gold Star families that should have never received that award from their sons and daughters. I'd really like to get into it, but no, this is not the place. This is all about racing here and not the heavy politics, of course. Not happy with our government. Still proud of the United States. Still a great country to live in. But our government, no way. I will never brag about them. Let's put it that way for right now. You all know how I feel about it. So again, and once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Again, thank you and God bless. Larry, thank you, Larry.